Hey guys, I'm Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is the weekly intuitive astrology reading from March 20th to March 26th. I hope you guys are doing awesome. For those of you guys who are new, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Please, 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 if you actually are enjoying the video, I really encourage you to like the video as well. It does really help us with the algorithm, since the algorithm is constantly changing and always kind of messing with people who create content on YouTube. So I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. So the way that this works for my newbies, I'm going to go over the astrology of the week, give you my 2 cents on it, give you my point of view on it. By no means is it an all-encompassing truth, and by no means should you make massive life decisions on what one person is telling you. Use your own discernment with that. You are your own guru. You are your own authority. Okay? After I talk about the astrology of the week, I go ahead and I do a collective message, a collective reading, and then we focus on elements. Okay? And this should be timestamped as well. I don't think there's anything else. Don't forget to check out the website and social media, Vimeo, Patreon. We have a lot of content on different platforms, and I have caved, and I also now have a TikTok. I caved. I finally did it. Still trying to understand it. So, that's there. That's a thing now. I'm also going to get a pen ready to do some time stamping because I need to be better about that. All right. So, where are we at here? Hold on. I really should just do this ahead of time. Collective, water, earth, fire, and air. We'll start this at 1:45. Okay. So, this is the week. This is the week where things are really moving. We're really walking through the gateway. We're walking through this door. We're walking into spring equinox. We're walking into the new moon in Aries. It's happening on the 21st. Mars is officially going to move out of Gemini, which has been there for 6 months. A lot of this very long-term dragged out energy we've been in, where we've been doing a lot of clearing, I feel like that's just been the word for the last 6 months. Clearing. And here we are in this spring energy, and it's really exciting. I talked a lot about this on Patreon, and so for those of you guys who are interested in what I had to say about the new moon in Aries, you can find it on Patreon. You can also find it on Vimeo, just to give you guys that little 2 cents. So there's a lot to discuss as far as aspects are concerned, and I'm going to try to break it down. I'm going to try to go slow. I'm going to try not to overwhelm you. 8:08 on my crazy clock. Because there's a lot of important stuff that's going on collectively that's really big picture. That's really big picture, collective consciousness sort of stuff. And then, of course, individually, this is a really beautiful kind of blossoming, liberated period of time after quite a bit of struggling. Now, not to say the struggling is going to be over for everybody. It's definitely not going to be over for everybody. It's based off of, free will and personal choices, but we'll get there. I do want to mention, like I said, this week, we are moving into Aries season. Sun moves into Aries on the 20th. That is also the spring equinox. New moon Aries is on the 21st. We also have Ceres retrograding into Virgo on the 22nd. And on the 25th, Mars is into Cancer. That Mars-Cancer shift, I think we're all going to really feel because we've just been in this such prolonged Mars-Gemini phase. Mars-Cancer, I'll be honest, Mars is actually debilitated in Cancer, according to astrology. Mars being in Cancer makes us way more emotionally driven. And, not to say that that's actually a bad thing, right? Because we should be listening to our emotions. We should be listening to our hearts when we're wanting to take action on things. But sometimes that can overwhelm us or make us feel like we're not really being rational all the time. Like we're not balancing the intuitive wisdom and also divine wisdom, right? It's so with Mars moving into Cancer, just know that could be a thing. And so if you start to feel like your emotions are getting the better of you, maybe time to take a step back, take some time out, maybe go a little bit in hermit mode, maybe do some meditating, if you will, and do what you need to do with that. Okay. But outside of that, a lot of the new moon Aries energy is still kind of overlaying the entire week. And so there were these different clusters that I was seeing. I was seeing this North Node, Venusian, Taurian cluster. And then I was seeing a really big cluster between Pluto and Saturn and Sedna and Ceres and Mars, and that actually is the juicy bit of the week. And then we still have this Chiron, Jupiter, Pallas, Athena, Vesta energy that's kind of lingering with us, and it's going to linger for a couple of weeks. But these are the 3 main clusters of energy, astrological family energies. I don't know why I'm trying to really reiterate that. It's making me stutter. Anyway, so let's talk about it. I think Venus is going to do us some favors by the end of the week. In the beginning of the week, Not that it's not a major player, but in the beginning of the week and especially on the new moon, it really is more about taking on the harmonizing the polarities of masculine and feminine and really allowing the ego to not get in the way, really allowing the ego to take a back seat. And not to say ego is wrapped up in Venus, but Venus is creating some aspects that act like, especially with Lilith. Lilith is going to be square Venus most of the week, um, where it's just it can really bring about like those very egoistic, like feed me, feed me, feed me sort of energies. And Venus might drive that a little bit. Again, more so in the beginning of the week towards the end. But Venus is also going to be conjunct Juno and conjunct the North Node throughout the week. And that's going to be beautiful, right? Because North Node energy is about doors opening, and doors are opening this week. And especially with the fact that the North Node is going to be switching very soon into Aries in July, that's not that far away, right? So we're almost done with these lessons of North Node Taurus. Again, this is Vedic, Western astrology. Um, but with Venus, it's about creative endeavors, financial endeavors, and also relationships that we are taking into this next cycle, that we are seeding in this next cycle, that we are wanting to be part of our tribe and our experience and the way that we create home for ourselves, the way we create stability for ourselves and other people, especially Juno being in the mix, really emphasizing partnerships of that nature as well. Saturn's also aspecting Venus as well for part of the week. That's going to bring about that seriousness, that devotion and commitment that we have to these endeavors and to our new tribe and wherever it is that we are seating ourselves. When I said seating, I also got like the word like seating, like sitting, which is kind of interesting too. Yeah, where are your new roots going to be? Because we've been doing a lot of uprooting too the last 6 months, especially the last couple of months within the last 6 months. A lot of uprooting, dissolving karmic ties and attachment and clearings. And so now we have new roots here, right? So it's just exciting. You can tell I'm like excited by this energy. But just watch that Lilith square Venus this week. Just watch that because that's definitely feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me in whatever it is the way you want to be fed, right? So just be mindful. Now, the really juicy group of energy that we have, Sedna. Sedna, I haven't talked a lot about. That's right. It's grammatically correct. I haven't talked a lot about Sedna. I've been getting called to work with Sedna for a while, and I just haven't prioritized it because there's a lot of shit going on. And I finally did, and I was like, oh, this is why I needed to prioritize Sedna. I might do a whole video separately about Sedna because she's very important right now for what we are also dealing with collectively. Now with Sedna, I think a lot of astrologers look at Sedna as if she is this like watery goddess energy that's coming up and out to seek vengeance from betrayal and things that have been done to the feminine. I think this is more of an old paradigm way of looking at Sedna. This is what we're needing to grow out of. And this is also why I did the video on men's rights, which I might need to do another video. I'll just say this really quickly. It made me a little sad after I did that live because I could see some comments about bashing men, and it was like that was completely the opposite of the point of that whole video, was that men are understanding their own victimization. Masculine energy is understanding their own victimization, and I get it that it's triggering. I get it, and this is part of what we're transmuting. This is part of what we're harmonizing right now. We've all been victimized. Okay, every single person's been victimized, and it's not about men versus women or masculine versus feminine. It's not about that, right? So with like everything going on with men's rights right now, is there distortion? Yeah, of course there is. Was there also distortion when the feminine was waking up and speaking on her victimization? Yeah, there was. But there was also truth. There is also truth, and there's also this need to recognize, right? So masculine collective is kind of going through that right now, and it's not about vengeance. It's not about vengeance. It's not about vengeance of the masculine, and that's not what Sedna is about. Sedna is about balancing the polarities, the polarity of all of that, the polarity of right, wrong, the polarity of masculine, feminine, right? To be in the middle, to hold both, to harmonize with both, amongst a bunch of other things. But that's the beautiful gift that Sedna has been bringing us to the collective. Now, Sedna is in Taurus, very, very late degrees, so it's aspecting Saturn and it's aspecting Pluto. This trine to Pluto energy, it's about the empowerment. It's about bringing the power up and out and giving it to the people. Especially with the new moon Aries, Pluto also is playing that role with like aspecting the new moon itself. Again, giving the power to the people, and also how we can all prioritize the collective in a way where how can we be creative? How can we be innovative? How can we elevate our higher mind and take this higher observational standpoint to really see how to give the keys back to the people and away from distorted versions and aspects of power, right, that are still working themselves out. It's very, very transformative. It's also Sun is also square to Saturn, so this is more of that distorted authority and power as well. It also calls into question how have you been devoted or not devoted to the collective, to yourself, to your own polarities, to your own balance, to your own faith, to your own spirituality. How have you not been focusing, devoted, or committed to those things? And also gratitude is pretty huge. This just came in as a little bit of a channeling. Actually, that came into the New Moon Aries live. Where's your gratitude? Is it there? Is it present? Is it lacking? Are you practicing it every day? Anything that you have gratitude for, it's putting you in the present. It's putting you in the state of love, the state of connection, and the state of holding the harmony in the present moment. The more you practice gratitude, the easier it is to harmonize. I keep wanting to say it's harmonizing. Harmonize the polarities within and without, right? So there's that. Series is in Libra at 0 degrees, and by the end of the week, it'll be in Virgo 29 because it's retrograding. Ceres is also trine Pluto, and Ceres is also square Mars. This is also bringing up that little bit of the ego energy, right? Can you take your ego out of things? Ceres, being in the position that it's in, is all about how can we nurture ourselves and how can we nurture other people. Libra is also about relationships and beauty and art and all of that stuff. It's also about justice and harmony as well, right? How can we nurture harmony? How can we nurture harmony of the polarities? Hi, buddy. Oh, no. Anyway, sorry. Love him. So, how can we do all these things? Again, with the trine to Pluto, it is also bringing, again, that importance to empowering the people, right? Empowering the harmonization of these polarities and of relationships and also creation itself. The square to Mars starts to kind of create a little bit of that energy of the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? Just keep the ego in check. There's just frustration there. There's frustration of being able to nurture these things and create harmonization, but if there's any slight experience or perception of I'm not being respected or I'm not being honored or I'm not being recognized, again, like how the ego is not really being fed, it can create a little bit of a trigger. So if this brings up any triggers for you, just observe the trigger from outside of yourself and be aware of why that trigger's there and then work through it if you need to work through it, right? Just do the work. Just be accountable. Yeah. Now, Mars is also trine Saturn and square Neptune. And this is kind of interesting. We've had this square Neptunian energy for a bit with Mars because Neptune moves really slow. And Mars is also still kind of moving relatively slow because it was finishing out its post-shadow retrograde phase. They kind of oppose each other. They kind of cancel each other out a little bit. Mars square Neptune is like this lethargic, slow kind of it also can be a little bit of confusion and paranoia when it comes to relationships. But Mars trine Saturn is all about successful endeavors. Being committed and devoted, again, these themes, right? Being committed and devoted to things that you want to achieve, no matter what. He's taking up all the space. It's really great for relationships of any kind. Business relationships, especially student-teacher relationships, but even marriage or long-term partnerships. It's really, really great for that. But yeah, it kind of clashes a little bit with that square to, with that square to Neptune. Okay? Yes, you're adorable. You're adorable. And some energy that we are also still working with that is leaving us, that we've been working with for a long time, is Chiron, Jupiter, Vesta, right? They're all still working with each other, are also on top of each other in Aries. Chiron's at 14, moves to 15, Jupiter's 16 to 17, and Vesta moves from 18 to 20 throughout the week. So again, still very much on top of each other. But Chiron and Jupiter are also still square Pallas Athena. So this is the empathic warrior energy. There's also these aspects are also helping us to work through parental dynamics. Okay, and again, finding the harmonization and the polarities of mother, father, masculine, feminine, parent, child. Ooh, that's a big one. Parent, child. This came up a little bit in New Moon Aries, but I think this is actually a better way to express it than I did on the New Moon Aries live. The harmonization of parent, child. and any victimization that's also gone on there that's gotten in the way of your own desire for life, who you are as a person, who you truly are as a soul, including your blueprint, because Vesta is also at work there. So just know that that's part of the energy that we're still working with. But again, it's getting weaker. It's probably going to be done in the next couple weeks. Okay? So I said that really fast, but that is generally what's... What, Bubby? What? He's like, look at me. Look at me now. That's generally the energy that we're working with for the week. I will say towards the end of the week, Mercury's getting pretty active by the end of the week. We have Mercury conjunct Jupiter on Sunday. Definitely still feeling that too when Mars shifts into Cancer. I feel a big intuitive hit there, like increase in intuition, increase in psychic awareness. There's also going to be an easier time communicating, an easier time getting your ideas across. Maybe I'm actually hearing big money ideas. That's kind of interesting. Some of us may have an easier time stepping into our authority and our ability to lead. This is a huge theme with the new moon, so it's a huge theme for the week. How do you connect with your own authority? How do you exercise your own authority, your own ability to lead? Now, when it comes to leading, not everybody needs to be a leader, right? Some people you can look at them and be like, oh, yep, that's a leader, right? Versus other people where it's like, I don't even want to say follower because that's the polarity, the polarity game, right? Harmonize these polarities. A follower leader to just be in authority, in your power, in your skills, in your mission, in your truth, just in you, and balancing those two because we all have the propensity to be leader, follower, and anywhere in between, right? But as it was coming through, as I was channeling it earlier, it's like the kind of leader who can lead leaders, the kind of leader who leads by example and who lets everybody have a seat at the table. Everybody gets to speak their mind. Everybody gets to exercise their authority, their power, their gifts, their truth in some way, shape, or form, where it's not competitive. It is for the collective, right? Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, towards the week, we also have Chiron is conjunct Mercury and Pallas Athena is square Mercury. Okay, let me sit with that for a second. That polarity of parent-child, that polarity of not polarity, the victimization energy that we're working through, right? To truly sit in our blueprints. Mercury's going to touch that by the end of the week via Pallas Athena in a square and Chiron in a conjunction. It's important to speak your truth. End of the week might get a little hairy. It's really important to speak your truth. What will it cause a kerfuffle maybe with other people's victimizations? Potentially. Can you sit in your truth? Speak from a place of that's not from the ego, that's from the higher mind, that's from a place of divinity within yourself, that's really heart-centered. Can you speak from that place on what you have experienced and what you have learned by facing your own victimization and following your blueprint, right? Can you do it from that place regardless of how people are going to respond to you? Because you speaking on that is going to trigger anything that they have not looked at or not resolved within themselves on those same things. Victimization, parent-child dynamics, avoiding the blueprint, and now learning to embrace the blueprint, embracing the self, right? I'm needing to cover my crown a lot more, so you're probably going to see me in more headscarves to come. Don't be surprised if that gets triggered later. Towards the end of the week, Venus is also trine Orcus. Orcus is still working with Uranus this week. I wasn't even going to mention it because it's actually getting really weak. I want to say maybe just a couple more weeks we have this Orcus trine Uranus energy that's been helping to cause change or initiate change for the sake of karmic clearing and healing and karmic justice and balancing. That's, you guys already know we've been going through that, but that's been an energy that's really been helpful. But like I said, it's getting weaker. But Orcus being trine Venus, again, relationships, the tribe that you're taking root in, the tribes that you're seeding, the creative endeavors, financial endeavors that you're seeding, home. What kind of home are you seeding? And not just in a traditional sense of like where I live, right? It's also being at home within the self. This new feeling of home is being seeded through Venus, through the North Node, through Juno, and by the end of the week, Orcus is playing into that as well. Taurus and Virgo, that feels so yummy. I do feel healing modalities. Orcus also rules that too, especially being in Virgo. Some of you might start to get into new skills, new gifts, new hobbies, new studies that are circulated around spirituality or healing modalities. It's like the term healing modalities is the one that's coming through really, really, really strong. So don't be surprised if teachers show up or if you end up being a teacher for other people within this next cycle here, okay? The relationships and tribes that we're going to be seeding right now, if we're seeding it from this place of like harmonizing the polarities, golden age, higher mind, divine wisdom, all these things, right? Embracing our blueprints. If we're doing it from that space and we're seeding our new tribes, these people will be around for a long time. These communities will be present for a long time. I love it. I think that's everything I want to mention about the astrology. Yeah, that's everything I want to mention about the astrology. Let's go ahead and get into the collective message. Clydester. Excuse me. Bubby, I love you, but you can't be dead center. You can be to the left, but you can't be dead center. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna move some stuff so he can be a little bit more comfortable and hang out with us. He's just literally nestled under the camera. Oh, are you reading my mind? He's like starting to move as I'm moving stuff. Oh, you're the best. You're the best. Thank you. Okay. Pen. Where'd my pen go? Okay. For those of you guys who don't know, Clyde's a huge cat. I don't just mean like heavy set. Hold on, let me like tilt this down a little bit. Okay. I don't just mean like heavy set. Okay. I mean like he's long. He's long, he's broad. If cats could play football, he'd be a linebacker. Okay. So he's huge. Okay. For the collective. All right, so hi collective. Hello, hello. Let's get into what's going on for the week. The Star Codes Astro Oracle is actually calling me. It's being very loud, so we're gonna use that one. Hold on a second. Clyde, I appreciate you moving, but you gotta move more. Can you like, yeah, that's a little better, kind of. Sorry, let me just deal with this because I want him to hang out because I feel like he kind of needs to. I just need to like make more space for him. I'm just gonna twirl you. No, you don't like that? You did not like that. You need to like take up my elbow space. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, babes. I know, you're too big for the table. Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? They're bringing up the 22nd. That's actually the day after the new moon. 20th, 21st, 22nd is going to be an interesting window. I feel like we're already in this window of the spring equinox. Today is the 18th, the day that I'm recording. He just did the eye thing at me. Anyway, I'm sorry. He's distracting me. The 20th is the equinox. The 21st is the new moon. The 22nd series retrogrades. But that 3 days, those 3 days, if you're able to, I would really create a lot of space for yourself for those 3 days. Ooh, my crown started to hurt. There may be important downloads coming in. It just may be a few days where it's important to take that for ritual, or it's important to take that to seed, to plant your seeds, to plant your intentions, okay? Oh, my head. I would really look at Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus in your houses for where a lot of this energy may be affecting you, or even to set your intentions for the equinox, for the new moon. All 0 to 5 degrees is what I would say for that. Like as far as like looking to where your houses are going to be affected by that. Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus. I'd feel if you had to choose one, if you had to choose one, Aries, I guess. Yeah, if you had to choose one, I'd choose Aries. Any messages or insights for the collective? Any messages or insights for the collective? Any messages or insights for the collective? Gemini, cross-pollinate, energy of 3, which is very funny, right? Because Mars is in Gemini, and Saturn is going to move into Gemini in June. Saturn moving into Gemini is a huge deal. That's a huge deal. Because Saturn moves really slow. I think the orbit is literally like 11,000 years or something crazy like that. It's been in Taurus forever. And here it is in June moving into Gemini. So Gemini seems to be a huge player here for the collective, and Gemini does speak of, it's funny, I was going to say pollinators, polarities. Polarities. Again, are we harmonizing these polarities? Saturn moving into Gemini is also a huge deal too. And again, this doesn't happen until June in Tropic, Vedic, not Vedic, excuse me, Tropic Western, excuse me. Saturn moving into Gemini, we're going to see so much information and expression of people's experiences as it relates to harmonizing polarities, as it relates to the elevation of consciousness that we've all been experiencing. I'm not going to say moving into, because we've moved into it. We're in it. We've been experiencing it, right? Also stuff that's going to be coming out regarding nature. I think there's going to be a lot of information coming out about oceans, what we understand about the ocean, what we understand about Earth, what we understand about nature. Our minds are going to be blown. We're going to a new level with this kind of information. And we're going into a period of a lot of learning. Like I said, student-teacher relationships coming in really strong. Words. I would be shocked if the Hierophant didn't come out a lot in readings for the next couple of weeks. But a lot of student-teacher relationships, even if there are other layers to these relationships, like friendships or partnerships, business or romantic or otherwise, or even family, but a lot of student-teacher relationships coming in here too with Gemini. And again, can you harmonize the polarities? In Vedic, we're wrapping up the lessons of Aries, Libra, and Vedic astrology, while in Western, we're going into them when it comes to the North and South node. Just feel like it's important to emphasize that. I feel like everyone's asking, does that matter? Does it matter to you? It's all subjective. However you want to interpret it is subjective. Chiron, ooh. Interesting, because Chiron Gemini is totally that energy I just said, right? Like, does it matter? Is it true? Is it right? Is it wrong? Chiron Gemini, some of you guys might have Chiron Gemini placements. Chiron Gemini is, if you have that placement, it can be wounding and insecurities around, do I have the right information? Am I right? Am I wrong? Do I express this? Do I not express this? Can even like equate to imposter syndrome, social anxiety. That's totally Chiron Gemini energy. And I do think there's a little bit of that prevalent here. But Chiron coming out is no shock, right? We've been working with Chiron very closely for quite a while now. And it's still very present and it's very active with Jupiter and Vesta and Pallas Athena and all these things, right? Getting out of the separation and distortion of the extremes, right, wrong, us, them, black, white, war, love, or love and fear is really what it is. But war is a big theme right now too. Masculine, feminine, just getting out of that place of separation, which Chiron is very directly tied to, and being in the place of holding the polarities. It's interesting too, because look, that like black and white and color. Yeah, moving on. Some of you are really going to be working through your social anxiety on less of a, coming down a little bit from the ethers, coming down a little bit from this, like, all-encompassing what's happening all at once everywhere with the collective, and coming down a little bit more to physical reality, the individual experience. I do feel working through social anxiety. I feel that very strongly. I'm also noticing the 2 bees and the 2 snakes. Yes, there's been this like merging into unity and wholeness by harmonizing those polarities within. That's definitely been happening. But again, relationships are really important. Relationships are being really highlighted, and new people are coming in, and people are seeding new tribes, new communities, right? This is also about how you connect with other people, hence also dealing with social anxiety. Or any like social dynamics that bring up these themes of leadership, war, control, power, right, wrong, all that stuff. Harmonizing polarities harmonizes relationships. Yes, it harmonizes the collective. Hold on, I want to write that down. That might be the title. not a great pen. Anyway, moving on. Any other messages or insights for the collective for this week? Too many. Thank you. Oh, Mars. I feel like this card should have its own sound, like a bass drum. Mars. Dun dun. 22, master number. 22 is self-mastery. 11 is mastery of awareness. 22 is mastery of the self. 33 is mastery of creation. 44 is mastery of managing and stability. And can you hold the things that you've created? Can you have a responsibility for it? But this is self-mastery. Self-mastery. Again, the twos, right? The twos. It's like 2 snakes, 2 bees. 22. Can you be in your authority? Can you be in your authority? Can you lead? Can you take action? And can you do it in a way that actually works really well with other people? Provide space for people to share their experience, to sit at the table where you can learn and you can teach and we can create and we can collaborate, right? This is the evolved masculine energy. Evolved Mars. Any other messages or insights? Ooh, that flew, didn't it? Any other messages or insights for the collective? Interesting that those just came out. All right. So now we have Virgo and Taurus. Another 2, by the way, with Taurus. Remember what I said about Orcus and Uranus and Venus? Even Ceres, because Orcus is in Virgo, working with Taurus energy, working with Uranus, working with Venus, both in Taurus. The North Node is also in Taurus, Juno is also in Taurus, and they're also working with Venus in Taurus. Ceres is moving from Libra to Virgo, and overall, we have Libra. It's funny how these energies work, right? Virgo and Taurus working together. That's actually a really beautiful combination because it's like, while they're both in astrology considered feminine, right? It's like Taurus, you can argue, has a little bit more of a take action energy they both do. It's just different, right? Like one is Venusian and one is Mercurial. I keep feeling a Mars energy with Taurus though. I keep feeling that. In Vedic, we are moving out of Mars Taurus into Mars Gemini. We are doing that in Vedic. So like you see how like these energies correlate between the different schools of study, right? So like I said, this is why it's all subjective, because they all correlate, they all relate, they all talk about the same stuff, they all talk about similar energies. Anyway, I digress. Taurus is about nesting, it's about building comfort, building security. It's also about self-esteem. It's also about confidence as well. It's how is the self taken care of? How is the self nurtured? Ceres being in Libra also talks about nurturing the self, but also nurturing other people. And the Virgo energy we have with Ceres moving into Virgo by the end of the week and then Orcus being there, it is this like, it's also very nurturing. Virgo is also very nurturing. But I keep getting with Virgo, it's this call to like resources, to nature, to healing energies, to like earthly goddess energy, right? How are we rooting our new communities, our new tribes, our new lives in a way that is aligned with nature, that's in balance and harmony? Again, harmony, harmony, harmony. Harmonized relationships, harmonized way of living, where it's not based off of this old way of looking at money and currency and succeeding and all of that. It's not about that, right? It's about living in sustainability, living sustainably, emotionally and physically and spiritually, living in balance. There's a lot going on there. But like I said, overall, we do have Libra. Again, balance and harmonizing, and of course also relationships. Yeah. Okay. Anything else need to be said? I don't think anything else needs to be said about the collective energy. I really want to get into the elements here. I feel like you guys are calling me. All right, so who's going first? I feel like water. You guys got a lot going on. Water, earth, air, fire. Water and fire. You might be battling each other or talking to each other. Or maybe you guys are doing some harmonizing with the water and fire elements within. But even with relationships, if you're like have a lot of water in your chart, you're working a lot of water, you could be dealing with someone who's got a lot of fire, or harmonizing with their fire. Masculine, feminine is energy. It's their energy there too. Excuse me. That's interesting. I'm just feeling that. So who's going first then? Water or fire? Fire, you're gonna go first. All right, starting with what we always start with, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for my fire signs, for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hold on, let me move this since I'm working with less space. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. You guys are definitely in your element. I like it. You're definitely in your fire element here. Are some of you throwing fireballs? They literally just showed me fireballs, but I feel like you're almost cultivating your energy, growing your energy. Hopefully you're not throwing fireballs at anybody. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag. I can feel a little bit of a combative energy. It feels very quiet though. It's definitely like a Five of Wands vibe. But again, it feels quiet. You could be learning to quiet the inner competitive energy within yourself. Fire signs are competitive. It is what it is. Just call a spade, right? I feel like Saggies are not as competitive as like Leo or Aries. Maybe because you guys are mutable. And you get bored. I don't know. Find something else to go do. You guys also have Jupiter energy, which is like super optimistic. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting this Five of Wands vibe, but I feel like you're learning to quiet that down. Maybe you're soothing over a situation. Maybe you're learning to quiet the ego a little bit here. Any messages or insights for Aries, Leo, Sag? Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh, I like it. Remember what I said about fire and water? Look, fire, water. Dolphin and lion, the mastery of fire, and then we've got the dolphin energy, which is the healer, sensual, sexual energy. It's playful. It's actually very Geminian to me. It also speaks of polarity and duality as well, but this is a very harmonized energy, because the lion in this deck speaks of kind of like waiting for the right time to act. The lion knows how to efficiently use their fire, their vitality, their passion, and they don't burn it away. They don't burn others with it. It's like an evolved King of Wands, which is also very collective right now. And then we've got this dolphin energy, which is like kind of playful and like not so serious and kind of lighthearted. This could be harmonizing the parent and child within as well. That polarity that's really big right now for the collective. Some of you, this could even be a pairing between you and another person where someone is a little bit more like this and the other person's just, you know, a little more serious about shit and kind of like keeping an eye on shit and kind of like a little bit more like Saturnian, likes to look over things, look over people, you know, almost fatherly. Interesting. It feels actually very, very fatherly, but this is beautiful energy. I like that for you, fire signs. Sorry, coming back. In holding this polarity of like parent-child, it's also it's allowing yourself to not lose one for the sake of the other. Where if you need to be in the lion mode, you can still hold on to your inner dolphin and you're not neglecting your inner dolphin. But again, it's like you're understanding when you need to call on one more than the other, when you need to pull one out over the other, right? Swan, integration. Swan is being completely at whole within the self. It's being in that harmonization between all the polarities, right? So that's beautiful. That's coming out here. It's what I was already talking about. But Swan can also speak of partnership. And like I said, some of you, there could be literally a partnership between you and another person, between a lion and a dolphin. I don't know how that would exist in nature, but you understand what I'm saying here. And that could even be a student teacher energy too. But they just mentioned that. That could also be a student teacher energy. Any other messages or insights from my fire signs? Bat. Transitional, from dark to light, information coming through, moving into a new, out of an old, out of an ending. Again, feels like a nice harmonization between dolphin and lion. Even if it's via a relationship of some kind. Any other messages or insights for fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Keep feeling this like Five of Wands energy. Someone might be provoking you, but you're harmonizing beautifully, so I'm not worried about it. If someone is trying to provoke you, Hawk, go to where you're guided. Go to where you're led. Hawk comes out when our guides, our spirit team is really close to us, and they're like, go this way, go that way. Really, really close and on top of us. Oh, because they're trying to make sure you avoid the Five of Wands. We got Panther. Panther is a catharsis. I kept feeling that, man. I was like, there's an aggravated energy. And Panther doesn't always have to be aggravated. Panther could just be the cathartic release. So Panther can also be very like rawr, like very much like, I am irritated and you must be witness and exposed to my irritation. I feel like you're being guided away from this. You could even be getting guidance within, or again from your spirit team, on if this energy is coming up within you, how to harmonize it, how to flow with it, right? And not let it kind of go erratic and cause damage, right? Because mastery of fire knows now how not to burn people with their own fire, right? But I do feel like Spirit's trying to guide you away from a potential uncomfortable, provoking situation as like protection. It does feel that way, fire signs. That's interesting. Okay, let's pull some cards for you guys. Which one do I want for you? You okay, buddy? Started breathing kind of heavy. Ooh, yes, spellcasting deck. All the decks I use are linked below, by the way, for your convenience. Okay. Any messages or insights from my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. If you are dealing with a person, they're really helping you to harmonize. Now, just be mindful that Panther energy, and this is just a download that I'm getting, so you'll know if this is for you. If you are... Hold on a second. If you're harmonizing and a relationship is helping you do that, family, friend, lover, coworker, whatever, they're helping you with this. If you have another person that knows both of you, or is close to both of you, or is connected to both of you in a close, intimate way of some kind, there could be some jealousy there. And I hate to even say it, but this could even be happening between like parents and a child. Like, let's say, you're working with a parent and there's like harmonizing going on, the other parent could be getting jealous. I hate to say it, but that shit happens, right? If this is happening within a friend group, a friend could be getting jealous that the other two are like harmonizing or vibing or helping each other or whatever, that feeling of being left out. So just be mindful that some of you are going to be in that boat where you're harmonizing, it's triggering someone outside of the harmonizing bubble, so to speak, okay? I know, not very fun, but it is what it is. And that's if someone's helping you harmonize. Some of you guys are just doing this all on your own. And as you're harmonizing, Spirit's like, okay, you're harmonizing, you're finding the balance, go this way now. Move that way. Get away from the people that want to tear you down because you're harmonizing. Any messages or insights from my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh my, Ten of Swords. Feel the bat energy with this. This is what you're moving away from. This is what you're letting go, is what you're releasing. You're releasing pain. You're releasing things that are no longer aligned to you. You're releasing the uncomfortable, painful things that were existing because of the lack of harmonization on whatever polarity this is affecting for you, okay? It could be about betrayals. It could be about, again, being a victim, victimization, deceit, all those things. But it's like it speaks of the end of that, right? So moving away from that, there's a beautiful healing happening here too. Some of you, like I said, where there's a harmonizing that's happening within a relationship is facilitating it versus you're all on your lonesome. For those where this is potentially between you and another person, one of you could be like a real healing force, soothing. It feels very like, it's interesting because I was going to say mother, and I've actually felt child. I actually felt child healing, child soothing. And I'm not a parent, but I've heard of parents speak of this. Not many, but I've heard parents speak of this, like who are really open to their children and open to learning from their children, where their children or like their relationship with their child actually helped to heal them of something that happened within their blah blah blah, with something that happened with their own victimization, or especially victimization they suffered as a child because of family or because of parents, and then having a child and having a relationship with them and letting them just be them, actually help them heal in some way, shape, or form. So I'm actually feeling that. It's like really beautiful. So even if you're not a child, even if you're not this person's child, it's like it's that level of kind of healing, that purity that children have, right? That the light of God that children carry. Yeah. Some of you are going to be working with your hands. I just got strong Taurus vibes there. If any of you have strong Taurus in your chart, or dealing with a Taurus, there might be some healing hands stuff kind of going on. All right, tell me more from my fire signs. Any other messages or insights for Aries, Leo, Sag? Ooh. So I just caught a little glimpse of the Lovers. It just like peeked out. And then I heard no more sexual distortion. Like, stop feeding sexual distortion. Stop feeding it. Definitely feel the Lilith square Venus energy there. Totally feel that aspect there. Stop feeding sexual distortion. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I swear my guides are getting funnier and funnier by the day. Wow. 3 of Cups in reverse. The stuff that's being released, healed, let go of, not allowed to exist within your being anymore. It's where people betrayed you. It's where you felt left out by people, victimized by other people. And with the 3 of Cups, we're talking like society on some level, or social groups, like a group of friends or family. And there is betrayal there. There is rejection there. I keep wanting to use the word victimization. Maybe even being ganged up on. Yeah, that feels really strong. Any other messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. 4 of Cups. Ace of Cups being right there. Yeah, situations where you gave your heart. Situations where you walked into it, you showed your Ace of Cups. You showed your soul, you showed who you were, and you received the 10 of Swords in return for that. With the 4 of Cups, especially this 4 of Cups, there's like a reflecting on that. There's a meditating on it. And again, this meditation can facilitate this healing and understanding and forgiveness and letting it go. And like I said, for some of you, there could be a person here who's helping to soothe this within yourself, helping you to heal this, or helping you to learn from this, or again, just helping you to harmonize your polarities and get this out of the way. Okay? Being honest too. I'm also getting that. Being honest with yourself and maybe other people about your fear of experiencing the 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups in reverse. I'll be honest, some of you, this is ancestral, like relating to race, culture, religion, and the fear of being victimized for those things. Class even, potentially class. Any other messages or insights? My fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh, Nope, that's it. Overall, oh God, 3 of Swords. 2 threes here, 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. With the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, the past, yeah. The illusions that cause heartache in the present that really come from the past. The 6 and the 7 also speaks of that Ace of Cups again. This is all about harmonizing your polarities, and to do that, releasing and resolving and reflecting on any illusions, anxieties, anything like that that is born from your past that causes pain in the present. Okay? It's about letting all of that go so you can sit in this harmony between the dolphin and the lion, and you can embrace the swan energy, which again is just, you know, wholeness of the self, but it also speaks of partnerships, people who are truly your tribe, who can be like that kind of counterpart energy. And when I say counterpart, I don't just mean romantically, I even mean friends and coworkers, people who see you, people who get you. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Some of you, this also speaks of, like, when I say past betrayals, especially with the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, could have also been like situations where people were supposed to be loyal and they weren't, especially romantically. Yeah, could totally speak of that. Could totally speak of that. But you're moving past that, fire signs. You're moving past that. Some of you may have to end a relationship. Again, when I say relationship, I don't just mean romantically, right? I get tired of saying that, but it's like, it's such a true thing, right? Like, certain words are programmed in our brains for certain associations. Like the word relationship, like a lot of us automatically think romantic. But that's not what defines relationship. Relationship is all-encompassing social dynamics, right? I just get tired of having to reiterate it, because when I say it, I can feel it. I can feel that reaction of like romantic, and it's like, no. But some of you may have to walk away from a person, and it could be this Panther energy. It could be this Panther energy. Some of you guys have to let the Panther energy out within as well, like your own catharsis about what's happened to you in the past. Because some of you do have to walk away from somebody because they're just perpetuating the 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups. They're like not going to let you be harmonized. They're not going to let you be in the swan without being triggered themselves. Okay. Sorry, fire signs. Sorry. Let's pull some advice. I don't think you guys need it, but where are my decks? Sorry, Clyde. Let's do a shamanic healing oracle for advice. Carpet and roller office chair. Any advice for my fire signs pertaining to this spread? Some of you are realizing too, like, as you're reflecting on these old pains, betrayals, where you were left out, or a group like ganged up on you, or there were betrayals or third-party situations, or, you know, society turned their back on you, whatever, what have you, right? Situations where you showed your Ace of Cups and you got the 10 of Swords instead, okay? Some of you are realizing the silver lining in some of these circumstances, that it actually was better off that they didn't work out. I spoke about this earlier. I know, sorry, I keep messing with my headscarf. It's because it keeps riding up. I spoke about this energy before. I forget when and where, but maybe it was the last collective reading, or maybe it was a live. I don't remember, but rejection is protection. It really is. It really is, because maybe you would have been even more victimized, right? Right? Sexual energy. That's interesting that that's coming out here, because I got that message, right? No more distorted sexual energy. No more distorted sexual energy. No more distorted sexual energy. I would go ahead and read this to you guys. Okay. In its purest sense, sexual energy is not an energy to be expanded from you. It is a state to reside in. The first and second chakras are the root of our sexual feelings. When you use this very potent energy to manipulate people and situations, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. When you expand your life force energy up from your first 2 chakras and incorporate the energy from your heart and your crown, you can experience the most complete and divine experience of sexual energy possible. This doesn't even have to include another person. When you can merge your connection to Creator with your connection to the earth, without any filters or blocks between the two, you will experience a complete and true connection. We act as the conduit between heaven and earth. When we can put ourselves into this energy at any given time, we are not tempted to use our sexual energy in a way that feeds our need for validation, nor are we easily manipulated by another's outputting of sexual energy. Reminded me of the fireballs. This card is asking you to look at where sexual energy is directed in your life. That brings me to the 3 of Cups. It's funny because dolphin was also sexual energy, right? But the lion is like, it's tempering with it. When to use it. Hold on. There's a cat in the way. It's almost acting like the strength card. When to use your sexual energy and when not to. When to hold on to it, when to be open to receiving, when to be open to giving, when to use it for creative purposes, or when to really use it in a very fun, sexual, passionate way, but still in a sacred way. That 10 of Swords and the 3 of Cups, this could also have been situations that transpired because of misuse or abuse of sexual energy. And that could even be in the form of like intoxication, not just sexual encounters, but definitely sexual encounters could have also been part of this as well. 7 of Cups also speaks to that too. Yeah. Some of you may actually start to practice, not as far as celibacy, but maybe a form of it, like, not like closing the door forever, but like maybe, okay, I'm not going to engage in sexual encounters or physical intimacy for like a month or 3 months or whatever it is, or until like a new moon or a full moon or whatever. Some of you guys might start engaging in that to really understand the power of sexual energy. And to cultivate your own energy. I got the space back. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that feels very resonant. All right, fire signs. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Moving on. God, my throat. Done a lot of talking today. Just gonna keep it right here. Gonna cover my eyebrows. All right. We're gonna do water next. Hi, water signs. I'm gonna sip of water first too. Water signs. As I was drinking, I heard consciousness of water. Some of you guys are going to start talking to your water. Some of you guys are going to realize how alive water actually is and that it is a form of consciousness. I mean, that's what I'm about to say is getting into a whole other topic, but there are different diets you can, like spiritual diets you can do. You can diet water. You can. I don't know exactly how you do that, but you can. You can do it. You can do that. Hi, water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the 20th to the 26th. Messages are, oh my God. Oh, my crown. Wow. Oh, water sign. There's a lot of crown energy coming up here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any messages or insights? It's like it's making me dizzy. Any messages or insights to my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I just like my head's been ripped open. Holy crap. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like you guys are just in high priestess mode. Seriously, I don't think you can do very much of anything if you're going through like cosmic brain surgery like I am right now. I really think I'm just channeling what's happening with my water signs. Like I'm getting upgrades, man. Upgrades, activations, downloads. Even the cards are having a hard time coming out. Any messages or insights from your water signs? There we go. Hummingbird. I just got pulled into a I hate to say this, water signs, but let's just go there. No, I don't hate to say it. It's just I know some guys are not gonna like what I have to say about this particular thing. There's some old energy pulling on you. People from the past. I really want to say a person. I think they're pulling on you, or they're coming back up because there's forgiveness that's wanted, is what I want to say. They might want your forgiveness for something. You may have forget. This is familiar, man. I don't know when I channeled this. This was a collective thing I channeled too recently. It's been forgiven. Oh, this came up in Aquarius, I think, didn't it? Or Pisces. I don't remember now. It came up recently. They could have a sign, one of those signs in their chart, or you could have one of those signs in your chart. Yeah, water signs. I feel like you've forgiven this person, but I don't think they've forgiven themselves. I think that's really what it is. And so they're pulling on you. They may reach out to you, especially if you're doing anything new, and which a lot of people are doing a lot of new stuff right now. If you're doing anything new, that might even encourage them to reach out. But that's just a quick message channeling that wanted to come through. But anyway, hummingbird, hummingbird, hummingbird. I'm getting timelines with the hummingbird card, which I don't normally get. Hummingbird to me is like a now energy, like act now, act now, act now, act fast, act fast, act fast, act as you are inspired, act as you get this download. That's what hummingbird is to me. It's definitely a messenger energy, but I'm getting timelines. I'm getting timelines. Any other messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, Zebra. Time to create, water signs. That's what this feels like. I literally got artist. Artist. Whatever it is that you want to create, time to create it. Whether it's like paintings, digital art, music, a business, I don't know, cooking, a book, like it's time to create. It's time to create. It's time to create. It's time to create. There's like, it's also very Aquarian to me, water signs. Like, I'm just so drawn to the rainbow colors here, like the rainbow third eye, the rainbow aura. A lot of you did also receive some rainbow codes in activation. That's definitely a thing. And I do think it's had an impact on the third eye. So if you're starting to see stuff or see colors, it might be because you got those rainbow activations. But anyway, yeah, this to me is like, it's time to be seen. Time to be seen in all your rainbow gloriousness that is you, your unique self, water signs. But I am getting it's time to create. That's like coming in so strong. It's time to create. Time to create some stuff. People were wrong about you. You already know that. You don't need me to tell you that. Certain people are going to realize how wrong they were about you. They may feel kind of ashamed. This might be energies that are pulling on you to ask for forgiveness or having trouble forgiving themselves. Interesting. Cobra. Cobra is a funky energy because Cobra in this deck speaks of waiting, watching, waiting, observing. Can also speak of a student-teacher sort of relationship. But of course, a snake, a cobra also can speak of that Kundalini energy as well, those kind of activations. This has a watching feeling to me. I'm getting a little bit of a Page of Wands energy. Oh, Page of Swords. That was a little slip. So there's a Page of Swords, Page of Wands energy. People want to approach you, water signs. People want to approach you. It's like you're flourishing right now. It's like you're flourishing, you're blossoming, you're blooming, you're in your zone, you're in your light, you're in your mojo, and you're really doing it in your unique self. In your blueprint is actually what I just heard, in your blueprint. That's why people were so wrong about you. You were not expressing yourself from your blueprint. You were not connected or understanding of your blueprint. And then the second you are, people can't help but see you. I'm hearing rainbow child. I don't remember supposedly when rainbow children were supposed to be born. You might have been in one of like the first waves of rainbow children, is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's a kind of, yeah, okay. Like maybe you thought you were an indigo, but maybe you're one of the first rainbow. Interesting. Anyway, all those labels don't really matter. Whoever you are is who you are. It doesn't matter what label we put to you, right? But anyway, as you're owning your blueprint, people are watching. people are watching and people are getting excited. And there's also this energy too of like wanting to approach, maybe even wanting to participate. Third eye energy, octopus sticking out. Any other messages or insights for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel like you're arousing people. Sorry, I'm just going there. We had some sexual energy too coming up in fire sign readings, but you may be arousing people. Their snake is rising. Sorry, I just had to do it. Sorry. I know, I'm a child sometimes. Any messages or insights for my water signs? Arousal is not just that. It is that, but it's not just that. It's also excitement. It's excitement, it's inspiration. You're inspiring people, water signs. You're inspiring people. It has a feeling too of overnight. It's just kind of lovely. Like out of nowhere. You could be getting some notoriety. Maybe you're getting famous. Maybe you're getting traction on social media. Some of you guys, that could definitely be the case. What did I say? What did I say? People cannot help themselves, water signs. We have the moth. Attraction. Magnetism. Moth to a flame cannot take their eyes off of you. You're definitely arousing people. Captivating people. In all sorts of ways. Any other messages or insights from your water signs? I think you guys have the funnest reading so far. We have 2 more elements to do, but definitely yours is fun. Dragon wanted to make a little bit of an appearance. Any other messages or insights from your water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is reminding me of the Aquarius reading I did. I would definitely watch the Aquarius sign reading on YouTube, especially if you have any aqua placements in your chart. Interesting. Overall, we have raccoon. Why is raccoon here? Rune? Maybe it's time to get involved into runes. But raccoon is a mask energy. It's like a hiding energy. Sometimes when the raccoon comes out, I feel sadness. I'm actually feeling fear here. Like fear, a little bit of social anxiety. Ooh, and spiritual power with stingray. And then shark, more fear. Oh, with bat. This feels like the energies that are watching you, water signs, and it's like this is also why they're in the Cobra energy, where it's more watching. They're having trouble approaching you. And I do feel like you might not trust this energy either. Because with raccoon and then stingray and shark, it's like the stingray energy is beautiful. The stingray energy is that primordial, watery strength, spiritual strength. That's what stingray is. That's what the manta ray energy has been, right? The raccoon is hiding and fear and a little sadness. Shark is like threat, uncomfortable, closing in. And then we got bat, which speaks of change and even like death energy too. Could this be your energy? And you're transforming into this? Yeah. Oh, the rainbow. But like I said, I feel like people are watching you. I feel like you're being watched. I feel like there's a Page of Swords, Page of Wands energy just glued to you. And it could be multiple people again, not just one. But they're intimidated. They're intimidated, or they feel like they can't approach you for some reason or another. I'm also noticing the fire to the water of the zebra to the stingray. The lit up chakra system to the third eye. There's something about the people that are watching you, or person that's watching you and wants to approach, wants to be involved, maybe even is aroused by you, that has a match to you vibrationally in some way, shape, or form. The fire to the water. I would definitely watch the fire sign reads this week, because I was getting this like dance of fire and water with both of you, and here it is coming out in your reading too. But surrounding this energy is like, is this a threat? Is this not a threat? Shark is perceived threat, whether it's real or not. Like something's closing in, something's not safe, something's kind of suffocating. And raccoon is like hiding, shameful, sad, ego mask. Sometimes it's mischievous, like hiding behind humor a little bit, but there's more of a sadness with raccoon there, as opposed to hyena, which is definitely hiding behind humor and lightheartedness, but it's a little bit more sinister. This is just kind of like hurt. It's hurt energy, so I'm hiding. Let's get into some cards, water signs. Let's get into some tarot cards. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what deck wants to be worked with. Are you going with traditional? Yeah, we're going with traditional. Okay. It's kind of on the Runic Tarot, though. No, we're going to do Runic Tarot. Okay, we're going to do Runic Tarot. Any messages or insights for water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? And remember, this could be reversed or vice versa, water signs. Maybe you got your eyes on somebody and you feel intimidated, or you feel threatened, or you feel like, you know, it's a little bit of putting the zebra on the pedestal a little bit. Any messages or insights for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? There's a transformation that's been recent. Again, this feeling of overnight. I don't think it was really overnight, but it has this feeling, and maybe to people who are watching you, whoever's gone through the shift, who's ever gone through the transformation, which I feel like is the person who's moving into zebra energy, which again, I feel like is you, water signs. This transformation, it feels like a shock to people who've known you, because it really has this feeling of overnight. Overnight, you're doing things you'd never do. Overnight, you have confidence you've never had. Overnight, you have a calm you've never had. Overnight, it's like, yeah, it's like, again, overnight. Like, what happened to water sign? Any messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any, hold on. Interesting. The Sun with the High Priestess. Two majors coming out here. These are pretty significant majors. Like I said, I feel like you're in High Priest, High Priestess mode. You're doing your thing and you're getting downloads. You have clarity. You're moving into a new beginning here, and you're just really feeling that. You're sussing that out. There's a light shining within as well. It's almost like the sun within you is shining brightly. Your own soul, your own mana, maybe some solar plexus energy here too. And also just being seen. Because High Priestess is usually solo, but in the sun, anything in the sun is being seen and is obvious to other people. Yeah, like you're really being seen. People actually see how they've misjudged you. They see you in your blueprint. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Oh boy. Tower in reverse. What did I say? A change. A recent change or transformation has taken place. It's already happened. This is what has moved you into this zebra energy. Put that right there. Any other messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This tower has shifted a lot for you. The tower, when it happens, it's shaking up the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Missed opportunities, feelings of lack and instability, feelings of stagnancy, feeling like you're in a constant ebb, feeling stuck, feeling like you're not in flow. This is what has been shaken loose. Shook you loose. This shook you loose. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I keep getting a missed opportunity. Bubs, what's up? Opportunities that you could have had with other people, but maybe they passed you up. Because he's breaking things. Because I just keep getting, I misjudged water sign. I misjudged water sign. I didn't see water sign. Hold on, sorry. Clyde, come here. Come here. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I keep getting that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Either way, you're moving into the sun. You're moving into this next feeling of you. You're moving into this zebra, hummingbird, rainbow, lit up, lighting the room up energy. Any other messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, you got the Ten of Swords too? Ooh. Strength and the Ten of Swords. The confidence, the discipline, the self-mastery of the Strength card to overcome the Ten of Swords, to overcome betrayal. It's totally tied to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. To overcome betrayal, pain, loss, all of that, and put it behind you, to really truly let it go so you could really sit in this energy. Anything that was unaligned to you, that was holding you up from being in this high priestess, high priest mode, from being the zebra. I'm also getting the L's, the losses. Any of the losses, or again, missed opportunities, it's like just accepting that it happened. Accepting that it happened, not taking it personally. I think Sag had something similar in their reading. Any other messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ten of Cups. Look at you, water sign. Oh, what? With the star? Oh, wow. What did I say? Yeah, you're lit up. You are lit up, water signs. It's time to create. You're just doing you. You're happy. Star with the Ten of Cups. This is like destined happiness almost. It's like heading in the direction that's giving you emotional stability, spiritual strength, happiness, like healing, all of that. Maybe even like destined tribe, destined family. That's also a little bit of energy coming in here too. That's happy, happy times. This is happy, happy times. You're blessed. You're blessed, and people see it, including the people that passed you up, the people that stabbed you in the back, the people that called you one thing when they had no idea who you actually were. Which, granted, maybe back then you weren't sitting in who you really were. You are now. You are now, and you are blessed, and people see it, and they're like, how can I approach water sign? They probably can't. Probably can't. Let's pull a card for you guys. Let's pull an advice card. Any advice for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Clyde! Is your ear feeling better? I cleaned his ear a little bit. He's got like, I don't know, it's not important, but like he has a really bad cauliflowered ear. So I gotta clean it every few days, and it's kind of hard to get in there, and it really bothers him. And all over the cards again. Any advice for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're not afraid of your own power anymore, water signs. You're not afraid. You don't care if it makes people uncomfortable. You're not afraid of that. You're not afraid of people who can't handle emotion. You're not afraid to show people what emotions really are. You're not afraid to show people what intuition it really is, what healing really is. And again, he's all over the cards. Inner journey. I like this actually for you guys. It's respecting other people's journeys while also honoring your own and not deterring yourself away from yours for the sake of other people, and also not getting so involved or judgmental of other people's journeys because you've just evolved past that. If I can get to the thingy thing. Not all who wander are lost. At times we are so consumed with our personal journey that we project our journey onto another. Every soul arrives on this planet with lessons to learn and a life to live. For as many souls that are out there, there are many different journeys. Do not judge another's journey. Always respect where another person is on their path. Meet everyone you come in contact with where they are on their path. Do not insist that they come to where you are. By doing this, you will not only expose those around you to your own healing vibration, but you'll offer them acceptance without judgment. This is a great gift to both give and receive. Like I said, some people judged you. Some people judged you. And maybe you judge them too. You know, maybe part of this is also the fact that you had to learn this lesson for yourself, right? Ooh, water sign. Clydester, come here. Please don't dead weight. Please don't dead weight. That's what happens when he dead weights. Hold on. Thank you. Knocking stuff over left and right. He's like, don't make me. Don't make me go. Cat hair everywhere. Okay. All right, who's next? Let me just move these out of the way. Oh. All right. Simon's gonna be an animal and humidity. All right, earth or air? Earth. Air, you guys are going last. Why is air going last? Anyone who goes last, it tends to be kind of an intense reading. All right, so earth. Okay. Earth signs. I'm gonna get a little sip of water first. Hold on a second. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's going on for my earth signs here? Responsibility. I'm getting the elk energy. Very Taurian. Like that kind of fatherly energy, parental energy is kind of coming through. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But Venus is here. Venus is here for my earth signs. Makes sense. Venus is in Taurus. Ooh, are we getting romantic? Are we getting romantic, earth signs? Are we opening our hearts? Are we opening our hearts? Is that what's going on? Feels good. Any messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Ooh, Hawk being the first card out. When Hawk comes out, we're being divinely led. That's it. We're being divinely led. Spirit's watching our back. Spirit's right there with us. But we're being led. We're being led somewhere. Where are we being led, earth signs? Any messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Ooh, we got the turtle. Turtle speaks of ancestors. Turtle is a little bit more of like a flow energy, maintaining pace, not being forceful at all. But this to me feels like ancestral guidance, 100%. Ancestral guidance, spiritual guidance. Flow with what's being presented to you. I keep feeling relationships, like romantic energy, just being honest. Yeah. Flow with what's being given to you. Flow with what you have. You're being asked to like look at what's being presented. Maybe you would have resistance naturally to whatever's being presented to you, but there's a lot of spiritual push to say, flow with it. See what happens. See what happens. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Swan, the swan. Swan is about having wholeness within the self, harmonizing the polarities within the self, but it also speaks of partnership. Getting Hierophant energy with that too. Any other messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm not taking all this because it's a huge stack, but we do have Lamb on the top with Bear. That's totally like parent-child energy too, or recovery to innocence, to purity, clean slate, rebirth energy. Yeah, I really felt strong goddess energy when I said that. Any other messages or insights? Look how this came out. Spirit's like, no, move like a turtle. You're like, I'm gonna move like a cheetah the other way. Wow, no wonder. So earth signs, you're being asked to flow, not force. Okay, Flow, don't force. Flow, don't force. Water and fire. Seems like everybody's balancing water and fire. Let me put that in the title too. Okay. Flow, don't force. Flow, don't force. Flow, don't force. That's like literally what they're reiterating over and over and over for you guys. Flow, don't force. Flow, don't force. For some of you guys where this is romantic or sexual, you may be very tempted. Maybe very tempted to move a little fast or to be indulgent, and they're saying slow and steady. Slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady. Be smart, be wise about this. And again, Swan is about the harmonizing the polarities of water, fire. But it's also a partnership. Let's see what else wants to come out for you guys. Any other messages or insights from my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Panther? Really? Panther wants to be smack dab in the middle of this. I feel like Panther's coming out because of the fight between the cheetah and the turtle. That's how it feels to me. Like, Spirit's asking you to move a certain way, and you're like, I'm not doing that. I'm moving another way. Resistance. Hey, Clyde. 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 Hey. Mister. He's gone. He wanted to chase a bird, but a screen was in the way. Clyde. Clydester. Hey. He's like, he's way too in the adrenaline right now. Anyway. So that tension could totally bring about a Panther energy. Why are you resisting flow? Why are you resisting flow? It might be because of some ego-driven thing. It might be because of some trauma or something that hasn't been released or worked out. Yeah, that could totally be the case. And then you need to have this Panther energy to move back into balance, back into harmony. Okay, some of you could literally be that you are dealing with someone who is like total opposite to you. Like, you're a turtle, they're a panther, or panther. Oh, maybe there's a third party situation. I don't know. Maybe you're a cheetah, maybe they're a turtle, or vice versa. And Spirit's like, deal with each other, and you're like, what? And they're like, no, really, deal with each other and harmonize this shit. Ooh, that feels really resonant. Deal with each other and harmonize this shit. Overall, we have starfish and fish. Flow. Oh, get real, get real, get real, earth sign. That's what this is also saying with starfish, the fish to the whale. All of them are water energies. Starfish is superficial, while whale is deep. Whale's like the depths of consciousness and interconnectedness and primordial energy, and starfish is like superficial emotions or superficial attraction even. And fish is about the flow and surrender. Underneath that, we even have dragonfly, perception, and third eye energy, consciousness energy. So earth signs, this is coming through in some interesting ways. I feel, like I said, a group of you where Spirit's like, harmonize the turtle and the cheetah. Flow, don't force. Flow, don't force. Take things a little slower. Be grounded. Be wise. Don't be impulsive. It's almost like asking not to be the Knight of Wands. It's kind of what that's saying. And then it can cause this Panther energy so that you can actually harmonize those polarities. Others of you, it's like you're literally, Spirit's actually asking you to work with somebody or deal with somebody who's total opposite to you. Like, they're like a Queen of Cups High Priestess and you're like a Knight of Wands. Or vice versa, right? Just moves totally different. Totally different. And maybe there's a lot of resistance there that causes this. Maybe you guys had a fight. Maybe there's some weird tension going on, but it is to harmonize. It's to harmonize within yourselves, maybe even like with each other. Maybe you guys are actually a really great fit, like friendship-wise, romantic-wise. I feel this is like more romantic than anything. Doesn't have to be, but maybe you guys actually work really well together if you can get past the ego-driven shit, right? The superficial shit and flow into the depths of what is really going on, who you two really are, what your blueprints really are. Interesting. If that is the case, I hate to say this about anybody, but it's like, if this is a romantic situation and Spirit's trying to get you guys to harmonize, to work this shit out, it's like, I hate to say it, but someone's kind of superficial. Someone's superficial. Somebody's got strong Knight of Wands energy, self-gratifying energy, while the other one is like really spiritual, flows, um, really prioritizes the soul. It could even be that maybe one of you likes to be very active and moves a lot, and the other one's just like, I'm flowing with life and I'm gonna sit and chill with my margarita. I don't know, whatever. Right? But this is asking you to harmonize two very different energies within and without. Whether it's how you move and take action, or you're dealing with somebody who's total opposite to you, and it's bringing up this like superficial way of moving about life or relationships and asking you to go deep and get really real. Earth signs. All right, let's pull some cards. Oh, any messages or insights from earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. One more. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Magician. I like it. I like that Magician is here because you do have spirit on your ass. That was the first card, was Hawk, being like telling you what to do. Basically trying to give you instruction. Magician can follow that. Magician can follow the inner wisdom and knowledge that they've acquired over time to alchemize, to transmute, to harmonize. To harmonize. The fact this is the first card says that you are totally capable of harmonizing this polarity within yourself and without, or harmonizing something between you and another person, or allowing harmony to happen within because of a relationship that you're harmonizing. Totally capable, totally capable, totally capable. Nine of Cups in reverse. So you're not happy. Panther's here. I wouldn't expect somebody to have Panther here if they weren't happy, if they were, if everything was happy, happy, joy, joy, right? Magician with Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone is very disappointed about how something is going. They're not satisfied within. This, again, could kind of lean a little bit into that cheetah energy, that like self-gratifying, like filling a void is kind of what I'm getting there. So someone who deals with the cheetah energy might struggle with addiction, or struggle with feelings of like never really being satisfied or never really being content. But either way, harmonizing the turtle and cheetah within and without, going from superficial to deep, is the key here. Superficial gratification only lasts so long. You go deep into what your soul actually needs and what your soul actually wants, you could be happy every day. You can find joy every single day, right? Any other messages or insights? Six of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands. Six of Cups in reverse speaks of unhappy memories, unhealthy patterns, unhealthy family dynamics around a Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is very mystical. Queen of Wands is actually very magician-like. She is a mystic. She knows how to alchemize. She knows how to transmute. She knows how to also, I don't want to say manipulate, but yeah, manifest and manipulate the energies to get what she wants. I feel like one of you is a magician and one of you is a Queen of Wands. It's interesting because with the cheetah, I kept feeling like it's a Knight of Wands energy. But Queen of Wands can be superficial sometimes. But this is happening between your inner magician, your inner Queen of Wands, or between a Queen of Wands and magician, externally, like a relationship. And for a lot of you, it's both. Because it's about the mirroring of each other, right? That's kind of interesting because if a magician and a Queen of Wands get together, imagine this, like these two people in a friendship or a relationship. One's kind of like a warlock. One's kind of like I don't like the word witch, but one's kind of like a witch. And the other one is a little bit more of a mystic, a little bit more of a spiritualist. Like they're not just about learning sigils and spells and alchemy. It's like they can do so much more than that. They're really in tune with intuition and spirit, more so than the mechanics of alchemy. You see what I'm saying? This is more like mechanics of alchemy, and energy play, energy work, and this is spiritual mystic doing spiritual work. Two very different things. I can see that getting kind of competitive. And in the middle, 9 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse, surrounding a 3 of Cups energy. I think something has happened between a Magician and a Queen of Wands, whoever you are in this, okay? I kind of like the Turtle is actually the Queen of Wands energy, while the Cheetah is the Magician, is how it's feeling to me. Like, this person really cares about getting what they want. But look at all the disappointment between these two. Something did not go right. Something did not go right. Now, again, this could be a battle with yourself. Maybe you like being in magician mode because you're like, I can just fix it like this. I can just transmute it like this. While the Queen of Wands is actually asking you to take a step back a little bit, because Queen of Wands doesn't exactly take action. They can if they want to, but they don't have to. Queen of Wands can sit there all day like a turtle and get all the information she needs and just flow with the energies, right? So it could be a battle between your inner magician and inner Queen of Wands as well. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Stressed out over the disappointment of something, over the disappointment of a relationship. This is also someone who's really stressed out at home, and like at home in their beds at night, feeling restless at home, feeling restless being still, not being happy with how circumstances have played out, being very disappointed, feeling like they didn't get what they wanted. And Spirit the whole time is like, there's a way to transmute this. There's a way to harmonize with this, but you need to pay attention. Harmonize with this person. Talk to this person. Or if this is just about your inner Queen of Wands, your inner Magician, harmonize the two. Find the polarity balance there. Take the ego out of it. 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 It's like the turtle needs to be embraced. Way too much cheetah energy going on here. Turtle needs to be embraced. And as turtle gets embraced more, the panther's going to come up and out to release the distortion, the disappointment, the hurt. Again, ego. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Ooh. Yeah, we got an old tower moment here. Wow. Yeah, we got tower in reverse coming out here. It landed on the 9 of Cups in reverse. This tower is an old tower. It was a change, an event, an ending of some sort that is causing this situation here. It could have been a fight between you and this person, between the turtle and the cheetah, and it hasn't been fixed. It hasn't been rectified. There's been a sitting in ego, and there is only one way to really harmonize that. It's deal with the person. Come to the table, get your ego out of it, listen to what they have to say, speak on what it is that you want to say, and find a way to harmonize the energies, because this is about doing this work for yourself. It's about getting away from the superficial egoistic feelings, the superficial egoistic trigger or wants, and going deep, getting down to the truth of what's really gone on here. Raccoon, what's really been hiding behind the ego. There's sadness, there's fear, there's shame, there's hurt. Doesn't even have to happen, but it doesn't even have to be like present hurt that's happened between you two, right? It could just be old shit that got triggered by this situation. And if this is about just within yourself, there was some sort of tower moment that made you feel like you lost something you really wanted, okay? And it almost put you in this place of like, I gotta take action, I gotta take control, I gotta do something. Magician. When really what you needed to do was just allow this to happen, let the dust settle, and start to see how you can adapt. But instead, like, you went into magician mode. And with the Magician and 9 of Cups in reverse, that can be entitlement. It can be feeling entitled to the 4 of Wands, being entitled to the thing that is maybe under threat, being entitled to the thing that you wanted, a relationship, something going on in the house, some sort of foundation or something that you've built for yourself. Go deep and get away from the superficial. Overall, Judgment in reverse. That is Spirit being on your ass, being like, hey, Get real with yourself. Go deep with yourself and be honest about yourself. I'll be honest with yourself to harmonize everything here. Like to really be honest about what you lost, why you lost it. If you had a kerfluffle with somebody here, why it happened, what's your accountability in it, right? Six of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Perception. Perception. Six of Swords in reverse implies that there's no peace here. Nine of Swords implies that too. 6 and the 9, there's a 3 of Swords here, pain and heartbreak. But this also implies that there's been a lack of movement, like someone is not budging. And then we have a King of Swords here. Not budging. Not budging on communication, not budging on understanding the truth, taking the truth in. Hermit in reverse with the 7 of Cups. Wow. And the 10 of Swords. Holy crap, with the sun right next to it. Go deep. Starfish to whale. Superficial emotions, deep level of understanding of things on a soul level. Hermit in reverse implies the not going deep. To understand the chaos and the emotional collateral that's happened with whatever this painful event has been. And to get clarity on it with the sun. Get clarity on that and get clarity on what it is you want. Wow. With the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Honestly, Earth signs, what this looks like to me is that there was a misunderstanding between people, and I think because there was ego involved. Egos were involved, egos were triggered. Maybe somebody was being superficial. Maybe somebody wasn't seeing someone for what they were, who they are. They weren't seeing their soul. They were seeing the superficial meat suit, whatever, only to really be very unhappy and to be in this place of continued unhappiness and irritation and struggle because they refuse to see the truth that they already know deep down. And the truth is, they actually really wanted this Queen of Wands. The truth is that this is a pair. With the Ace of Wands and the Sun right there. A good team. Now, if this is happening within yourself, to balance your own like King, Queen of Wands with your Magician, right? You need to see the truth in how you moved about a situation. When things fall apart, sometimes they have to fall apart for a reason. Maybe it wasn't built on the right things. Maybe whatever it is that fell apart for you was based off the starfish, something superficial. And now you can build something that's actually really authentic, really deep, and you can get an understanding of like what that is and what that looks like and what that feels like, right? This is working from passion. 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 King of Swords works from the mind. Magician works from control, right? So you understand what I'm getting at with all of this. Messy, messy cards. Okay. All right. Let me pull an advice card from the Shamanic Oracle, and then we'll move on to air. Can I get an advice card for my earth signs regarding the spread? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Feminine energy and grounding. Again, embracing that turtle energy. Embrace the turtle energy, or again, if this is the form of like a relationship and like something went awry because egos were involved, superficiality was involved, this can be harmonized because there actually is a really good match here. There's a really good team. I want to say team here. But let's go ahead and read feminine energy and grounding. Darkness, the moon, the tides, the quiet gestation before the chaos, the void. These are all aspects of feminine energy: passive, waiting, gestating, and nurturing. It is the opposite of the prior card, which is masculine card. So very different, yet the perfect companion. Perhaps you have yet to find your feminine side. The life you're leading right now has given you opportunities to embrace this part of you, but between the two opposing energies, feminine energy is the harder one to embrace. It requires trust and lack of fear. Trust that all is as it should be in the absence of fear of things not getting done. Perhaps in the past you've been hurt when you were embracing your feminine energy. physically or mentally. This was the free will of the person who hurt you. It was not caused by being who you were. Do not let the actions of another dictate who you need to be. Examine your feminine side. Become friends with her again. Alternately, this card represents an important woman in the seeker's life. So like I said, if this is just about you and you, it's about embracing that Queen of Wands, embracing the turtle, and getting away from force, cheetah, king, magician, control, masculine, getting away from that, getting into that Queen of Wands energy. Okay? Getting into that feminine energy. And I think I got this in this reading too, like the dealing better with losses. I think that was this reading. It might have been the previous one, but I'm feeling that energy with you, whether I mentioned it or not. I'm feeling that here too. That's also part of the Panther energy, and like getting past that Ten of Swords energy and harmonizing is not taking that shit personally when things went wrong. Okay? Or not as you expected is what I should say. Okay, grounding. As humans, our bodies are of the earth. It is a natural inclination when we experience uncomfortable emotions or energy to ground it out, much in the way a ground wire works with electrical current. However, this was so much in our modern lives that causes us to be disconnected from Creator. We tend to gravitate towards false grounding, overeating. So I remember I was picking up on like self-gratification, indulgence, entitlement. Nine of Cups in reverse can totally be indulgent energy or even addiction. Overeating, smoking, drinking, and recreational drugs are common ways some try to ground. These are items of the earth, but they are not the earth. This is not a true grounding, and as such, it cannot sustain. It doesn't last. What ends up happening is that, as with most experiences that are false, we need more and more to achieve the same result. To truly ground and connect to both the earth and Creator, practice consciously connecting your energy to earth. You should not be getting your energy outside of yourself, but directly from the divine. This is achieved through meditation, energy work, and mindfulness. Find a way that works for you and practice it by drawing this card. You are being asked to look at the areas in your life where you may be employing false grounding as a coping mechanism. Slow down. Slow down, Earth signs. Stop with the cheetah energy. Embrace more of the turtle, the grounded, the slow, the present. Be there, be present with that. And yeah, this Ten of Swords experiences might come up. The truth that you've been avoiding might come up. The anxiety that you've been trying to outrun, out control might come up. Let it come up and out so that you can harmonize. And like I said, if it's playing out between you and another person, let it play out so you can harmonize. Either way, it's beneficial for you. Okay? All right. Whew. Moving on to my air signs. I'm gonna need a big break after this. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Okay, air signs. Alrighty. Let me get one more sip. Hi, air signs. Oh. Ooh. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Are you guys in winter? They just show me like snow and snowflakes. Snow and snowflakes. Some of you guys might be in a winter phase. Winter phase is like hermiting, recovering, resting, letting go, cleaning house. That's winter phase. That's winter phase. But they're emphasizing the snowflakes. Some of you guys are learning about sacred geometry. Some of you guys are utilizing sacred geometry. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You guys feel very still. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You guys know that's not my favorite card. Peacock. Peacock. Peacock in this deck explicitly is about beauty and grace. I always feel something distorted with this card, and it's just, I call it out every time it comes out because it's just what I feel from it. Like, it always feels like a superficial energy to me. Yeah, it always feels like a superficial energy to me, like hiding something that's actually going on by being distracting, by being captivating. That's always what I feel with the peacock. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting trickstery energy. Trickster's energy isn't bad. It's like sacred cloud energy, right? Just as what it is. When things are not as they seem. When things are not as they seem. Things are not as they seem. Or someone is not as they seem. Or who they act like they should be. Interesting how I said that. Acting like, yeah, people who act like who they should be, not who they are. I feel like you're just observant. Oh, hyena. Yeah, seeing that something's illusionary here. I feel like you're just observing the peacock person, the peacock energy of a situation. You know something's going on. You can feel it. You know, and I say this a lot, and I probably should say it even more. Your intuition, your gut feelings never lie. They never lie. It's so funny how we talk ourselves out of things, right? Sometimes we'll even gaslight ourselves. Like, I don't think they like me. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Maybe I'm just being insecure. No, they don't like you. You felt it in your body? Did you feel their hate for you come up and out? Did you sense the change in their vocabulary and their tone? Did you, like, you know what I mean? It's like, so many times we know something's not right. We feel it, we know it, and, you know, we have a way as human beings of just talking ourselves out of that. Like, how could that be? Air signs, you know something is fishy. You know something is fishy, or someone is being fishy. You just know someone's... Okay, I don't know how much of the live got lost, so I'm just going to reiterate this really fast again. Peacock is a superficial energy to me. Peacock is a little bit of a mask energy. It's a little bit of like, I'm going to be captivating by being pretty and glittery and attractive and distracting over here, so you don't really know what's actually going on. Or you can't see what's really going on under the surface. It's the energy of a situation, or it's an energy of a person that you're observing. You're observing that in a situation, you may not know everything that's going on, and you're just being aware of that. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is a peacock, and you're like, I don't know what's really going on with them, but something doesn't feel right. That's what it keeps coming up as. Something doesn't feel right. My body, my intuition's telling me that something is not right. Something is not as it seems. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like you're really playing it smart, though. I don't think you're like blowing a whistle. You're just observing. You're observing. You may be also changing how much information that you're giving up in a certain situation, or in with a person you're dealing with. Being more aware of what you say and how you say it, and what they say and how they say it, potentially. Again, doesn't have to involve another person. It could just be that you're fighting yourself in a situation at work or whatever, and it's like, something's not right. Peacock was zebra. Zebra is the real deal. Zebra is somebody who is eccentric, who is waving their freak flag everywhere. Peacock is not that. Peacock is waving their beautifully socially accepted flag everywhere. It almost feels like a juxtaposition between Leo and Aquarius. Not to bash Leos. I'm not bashing Leos. Leos are amazing. Leos are the light. Leos are beautiful. Leo has their own magic, but it has this like different has this different energy of like authentically expressive and out, and what's the word for this? Conformist a little bit. Being expressive in a more of a conformist way and hiding the real self. Two total polar opposites. And for you air signs, maybe it's about the fact that you need to harmonize these polarities for yourself this week. But I feel like you're just observing this. You could be observing somebody who is not being real while you're being real, or it could be the opposite. right? Or again, holding the polarities of these two, when to be fully out 100% showing everything, and maybe when to hold your cards back a little bit, right? Because something could be going on. Now we have earthworm and oyster. This was funny. Oyster is a protective energy. Oyster is like a wanting to hide, wanting to shell, not wanting to be out. But earthworm is like because there's something new going on. Because there's something going on that's unfamiliar or new territory, and it's making somebody want to like protect themselves. Air signs, I feel like you're the zebra, and I feel like you're observing a situation where not everything is out. Not everything is out in the open, or someone is being shady, or someone is lying, or someone's holding their cards to their chest. And it's putting you in a place of like, I don't really like this, and I want to keep some things to myself. The earthworm is really telling me too that it's a recent change. It's either a recent change to a situation, or it's a totally new environment or new relationship that you're finding yourself in. Or someone has shifted and now they're the peacock when maybe they used to be the zebra. Either way, you're observing it, you're a part of it, and it's making you want to like hide parts of yourself because you don't trust it. I wouldn't trust it either. Interesting. Swan is trying to come out again. That's the card of the week, is the swan. Any other messages or insights? God, this is also the other card of the week. The bat transitions from dark to light. Something is coming. Something's coming to the surface. Something is becoming obvious. Air signs, something is becoming obvious. And again, could this be that, ouch, could this be that you're going from peacock to zebra and it's uncomfortable? Absolutely. Absolutely. That is also definitely very collective. But I keep getting the feeling that there's a group of you where you're observing a peacock or a peacock-like situation and you're like, I don't like this. I do not like this at all. Either way, the truth is coming out, the light's coming out, and you're going to see the situation for what it is. You're going to see this person for who they are, while you are also being in the zebra and being who you are. It's uncomfortable and you want to get out of the situation, but it is what it is, okay? I can really feel a lot of lack of trust. Serious lack of trust issues. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Cheetah! Cheetah's back. Who did I just do? Earth signs? Earth signs might have some stuff in there for you, air signs. Cheetah, ooh. Oh, why does this feel competitive? Overall energy, we have cheetah with the bee and fire ant. This is wanting your rewards. This is wanting what belongs to you, wanting what you feel you deserve. Fire ant, there's an uncomfortable feeling here. There's anger, there's irritation, restlessness. Maybe you're worried you're not going to get what it is that it belongs to you. Maybe you feel like you have to run and protect what is precious to you. Has that kind of feeling too. Yeah, it has that kind of feeling. So air signs, it's interesting because there's a lot of messages coming through here, but being a zebra or becoming the zebra, while it's uncomfortable, I feel like there's something within you screaming at you, saying, go and protect what's yours. Go and protect what's precious to you. Make sure that you have your bases covered because you're not trusting somebody or you're not really trusting a situation because you can tell something is hiding there. And like I said, everything will be revealed, but I feel like this might be the ego talking. You got to use your own discernment with that. You got to use your own discernment with that. That's also why this protective energy is here, right? It's almost like protecting like a baby. It's kind of how it feels. Protecting your inner child even. But however this is like manifesting for you, you feel like you need to protect what's precious to you, what belongs to you, what you feel you're entitled to. For some of you, it's literally about protecting a child. Some of you, it's about protecting your inner child. Some of you, it's about protecting a new project or this new version of yourself, this like new zebra version of yourself if you're newly a zebra. But this is a call to protect what's precious and important. Protect it from peacocks. Protect it from situations that are shady. Protect yourself from those sort of situations. It's interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull some cards. I'll do this one. Do my other Rider-Waite. Any messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you are letting someone dig their own grave. I keep getting a watching energy with you, and you did get Gazelle under the fire ant, and that is like a 3 of Wands, observing, watching, waiting for the right moment energy. But I just felt that really strong. Some of you are letting someone dig their own grave. You know, obviously, metaphorically. Obviously. It might make you very anxious, and you might feel the need to, like, say something or get involved, but I think, like, your higher wisdom is, like, let them bury themselves. Your rewards, your gifts, your precious thing, whatever it is, or your inner child is going to be safe. Any messages or insights from the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Four of Wands. Stability. This also is a portal card. Speaks of relationships, social and events. I was going to say endeavors, marriages, relationships, all the kind. But also can represent the house or household. It's a foundational card. Okay, foundation, foundation, foundation. Any other messages or insights for my... Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. This feels like the bee. This feels like the precious thing. That's what this feels like to me. This is the precious thing that you want to protect, that you want to make sure is yours, that you want to keep as yours. Ace of Pentacles and Four of Wands could even be a proposal. It could be a gift of a relationship. It could be a gift of a job promotion. In addition to a household, but it's a gift. It's a gift, it's a reward, it's something that is hard won by being the zebra. I keep feeling this like feeling of like, I need to go and protect that. I need to go and shield that from peacocks. Catching wind of like people who are masquerading as peacocks and not zebras, right? That could potentially threaten this. I feel like it's a mix of ego and intuition. So you got to use your own discernment with that. A lot of portal energy I'm feeling too. Both of these cards speak of portals. The pathway there that you walk through, and then literally the doors that you walk through here. Four of Wands is often seen as like an 11-11 card. 10:01 on my crazy clock. I literally was like, look at the clock. Oh yeah, 10:01. Mirror, mirror, mirror energy there. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. As she holds the pentacle. Very strong, like mama energy, goddess energy, incubating energy. This isn't exactly like pregnancy, but it could be. But it could be. Even in all the different symbolic ways we look at pregnancy or being impregnated or incubating, right? I gotta be honest though, I am getting this feeling of like, I've had this feeling before sometime the last couple weeks of like, almost like from a, like literally like from a man's energy of like, I want to impregnate that woman. I need to impregnate that woman. It kind of has that vibe to it. Not saying that that's happening. It's like, it's the energy of pregnancy incubation, of planting a seed and letting it grow. 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 Could some of you be finding out you're pregnant or expecting? Yeah, totally. Queen of Pentacles is a partner card. She's literally the perfect partner. And Four of Wands is like household or relationships. Ace of Pentacles is a gift. It also even speaks of pregnancy. But again, I really feel like it's more in like the metaphorical sense here. You could even just be making your own business. This can be a business idea, right? Or a financial endeavor, but it's like being impregnated with it and letting it grow. I don't like that Knight of Swords. There's something about that Knight of Swords I don't like. Ooh. Ooh. What? Knight of Swords, Lovers, Queen of Wands, King of... Knight of Cups? Air signs. What is going on? What is going on? Oh my goodness. Air signs. Some of you, the gift is all of this. So please hang in there with how this is coming through, because I'm getting so many different messages in different ways this is manifesting for different people. So please just understand and reflect in your own life how this could be happening for you. For some of you, like literally this whole, like these 3 cards is the gift, which is why you want to run and protect it. The potential to create a business, the potential to create a family, the potential to have a specific person as a partner in life or in business or whatever. That's what you want to protect. Or what could be born of a certain partnership, or what could be born of a certain creation. That's what you want to protect. And maybe this actually is relating to another person, and maybe you want to go run and protect them, right? Maybe you want to go seal the deal, so to speak, whether it's a business proposal or like literally, hey, I want to be with you, or hey, I want to have a baby with you, right? Or I want to live with you. Could even be that. It's what could be born of a creation process, a creational phase, a creative endeavor. And some of you, it's needing the right environment or circumstances for yourself to create this for yourself. And you're trying to figure out anything that represents a peacock versus a zebra. A peacock environment, which is like, oh, this looks good on paper. And you get there and you feel it, you're like, oh shit, this isn't the right place. Or again, a person, right? And it's like, oh no, you ain't a zebra, you a peacock. You ain't real. Right? And anything in between. I think you guys understand what I'm getting at. Anyway, any other messages or insights for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If this is like a person or opportunity that you've had your sights on, you can see that peacocks might be noticing this person or this opportunity as well. Hence this feeling of like, I gotta swoop in and take what's mine. I gotta swoop in and protect what's mine. But this is also doing this for yourself if this is just a solo thing. High Priestess. Protection mode. This landed on top of all of this. This landed on top of all of this. Like, I can't get away from this energy of just feeling like creative process, creative phase, incubating something, a symbolic baby, if you will, a symbolic procreative energy that's either a financial endeavor like a business or a relationship or a household situation, a project, a whatever, right? And then you have the High Priestess like circling it. Protective. High Priestess is protected by spirit. Nobody can touch a High Priestess. High Priestess can go like MIA completely and people cannot get a read on a High Priestess because they're too busy doing High Priestess like things. This could even be like almost getting like a feeling of being protected, not just by spirit, but maybe even ancestral, like grandmother protecting a soon-to-be mother is kind of how that feels too. Like, and that's what happens too when people get pregnant. The ancestors, especially the matriarchs, they start to circle to protect. That does happen. Whew. It's also intuition to see through the peacocks and to see who's peacock, who's zebra, what aspect of your environment or aspect of whatever it is that you're trying to create is peacock versus zebra to really protect it. Oh my God, no wonder you guys had to go last. It's a complicated read. Any other messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Lovers. Making decisions that are harmonizing the polarities. kind of that swan energy that I was speaking of, but also could speak of spiritually guided relationships as well. There's an angel in that card. Angelic guidance. Just the energy just got really serious for a second. For those of you where this is literally about the creation of a household or a family, this involves an ordained child, an ordained relationship, and it could be very uncomfortable. And there is a need to really, really protect it, to really keep it on the down low, to not talk about it, not share any information until you absolutely have to. Could even be, again, relating to a business endeavor that might involve another person. Same thing applies. Any other messages or insights? It's a fat stack. Am I taking this? Yeah, I think I am. I feel confusion here. 8 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 8 of Wands. There's a resistance here of like help that's being given, and then it's like, are they really helping me? It's the peacock energy. Are these people, are these opportunities, are these environments, is the paperwork, are the logistics here, is there illusion around it? Is it real? Or is there something about it that's not right? Is there something about it that's going to harm whatever it is that's being created here that needs to be protected? It's definitely picking up and sensing the peacock energy. Once you smell that peacock energy, get the fuck away from it. Basically, get away from it. Get away from it. Overall, we have the World in reverse. Chariot. I wanted to say Papa's coming. Sorry. It's just how I wanted to come through. Papa's coming. Papa's coming. This energy is also being protected, like what feels honestly like masculine energy. This could legitimately be like a coming together of people where there's like a high like level of spiritual awareness and understanding and needing to protect something that's trying to come into this world. A real baby, a business baby, metaphorical baby. But yeah, Chariot and the Hierophant, man, that is totally it. High Priest and Hierophant is the High Priest and High Priestess. And on the Chariot, that's the Emperor that sits in the Chariot. Coming in to be part of something, coming in to act in divine law, coming in to act out of like morals, integrity. With the World in reverse too, it's like when the World is in reverse, we could be talking about completing cycles or needing to overcome lessons that are really being hard to learn. Either way, it's victory. It's victory. It feels like something new is starting here because it's time. It's time. There's so much like spiritual energy around your reading here, air signs. It's a little overwhelming. I keep getting this feeling of like spiritually ordained. With the Ace of Pentacles, hold on a second. Can I get my cards, please? We got a kitty cat who's like literally on the cards. I know. With the Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the High Priestess, this could easily be about marriage and pregnancy. If the Empress was here, I would definitely say hardcore on the pregnancy front. But yeah. Yeah. And even if someone's coming in like this, use your discernment. Are they a peacock or are they a zebra? Use that High Priest, High Priestess energy within yourself to know. Are they a peacock or are they a zebra? You need only zebras right now. Peacocks have no business being around a zebra. Okay? Advice. Where'd the deck go? Excuse me. Oh, any advice for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any advice for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I taking this one? Yeah. Duality. Can I get one more for my air signs? And growth. Wow. Okay. All right. We have duality and growth. Black and white, good and evil, yes and no, up and down, want, don't want. These are all examples of dualistic thinking. What if you ban these labels from your thoughts for a day? What would happen? Would the world end? Doubtful. Would some person get away with something? No. Would you attach less emotion to a bad situation or drama? Possibly. If that happened and there was less attachment to a situation, you could keep your vibrations higher, which would enable you to deal more successfully with any situation that comes your way. Given enough time, most bad situations, hold on, itchy. Most bad situations work out in the end. It is your choice to be drama-free or spend a lot of time and energy wasted on a situation that will turn out okay in the end. What do you choose? If you encounter a peacock, yeah, it doesn't have to be a whole drama. You don't have to get caught up in their shit. Just recognize them for what they are, be observant, stay aware, and just don't engage with them in a way that could be detrimental to yourself. Or don't engage with those kind of peacock-like situations where there's illusions or there's shadiness or it's just not aligned to you because you're a zebra. And just be okay with that and just walk away, right? You can't force a peacock to be a zebra. If they don't want to be a zebra, they don't want to be a zebra. And it is what it is. Go find a zebra. The situation or time is one of rapid growth. The seeds that have been planted have germinated and taken root. Go with the flow of this growing time. You may find people and situations falling away from your life as now they do not serve who and what you're becoming. This high priestess that landed on the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Sorry, I need to stop and come back here. The fact that this landed like this, I felt it. It was like off limits, protection mode. Whoever this is for, you're fertile. You are ripe, okay? You are entering a time of growth, empress, goddess, abundance, if you will, like either materially or emotionally or spiritually, and spirit stepping in. I do. And that's why I want to say, like, you might be letting people hang themselves at this time because spirit's got your back, and spirit is like, this one is off limits. This one is sanctioned. This one's got stuff in the like stuff a brewing, and only very specifically approved people, individuals, environments will be in this person's reality. It's kind of, I know it has like a serious tone to it, but that is what happens. This is not going to be for everybody, but that is the kind of shit that does happen, where spirit will step in and be like, bubble this one. High priestess mode this one. And people will start to fall away because people just can't mess with you when you're in this mode. They just can't. Spirit's just not going to let it happen. They're just going to like fall away and disappear. Or if they keep trying, bad shit might happen. Towers might happen. And I'm not wishing ill on anybody. No one wants to wish ill on anybody unless you're a bad person, but not my place to judge. This is off limits mode because you're fertile, you are in growth mode, and you're primed for something that you're supposed to do. And I feel like you're primed for something you're supposed to do with another person. I feel like you are, as far as balancing polarities, you're balancing your high priestess, your empress, your emperor. You got the Lover's card. And there may be someone coming in to harmonize this with you, or because they're approved to do this with you, whatever this is. So don't be surprised if your life suddenly gets very socially quiet. Okay, anyway, coming back. You may find people and situations falling away from your life as they do not serve who and what you are becoming. It may be that your vibration no longer resonates with theirs. It's okay. Wish them well. Be grateful for what they brought to you and you to them, and send them on their way. Room has now been made for new experiences, people, and situations to help you to your next level. If you're not feeling this shift right now, be prepared because it will soon come to pass. Yeah. Wow. All right, Earth signs and anyone else who's watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I hope you guys have a great night and a great week, a great new moon, a great equinox, however you want to pronounce it. And I will see you guys on the other side. Take care.